Oh my goodness gracious, guys. What is up, everybody? This is Preston here, and this is the Autotrader EchoPark Automotive 400 at Texas Motor Speedway. And, oh my goodness. That's all I gotta say. Oh my goodness. What did I just watch today? Texas Motor Speedway. Like, what is this race? Like, what is this race, man? Oh my gosh. Mm. Oh my goodness gracious. That's all I gotta say. All I gotta say to the end of this race was, oh my goodness gracious. This race was eventful after this race started to came out of control full beast mode in stage two. Like there were an unbelievable amount of cautions in stage two, caution laps to be exact. I felt like we ran more caution laps than green flag laps in stage two. So, yeah, guys, I also do have my window open. Man, there's a lot of stuff that happened in this race. Kyle Larson won the pole. Man, Kyle Larson, dude, he had an eventful day. Like, he truly had an eventful day. And there are going to be some drivers I believe are not going to be happy at the end of this race. This race was just unbelievable. Like, oh my goodness. Like, look, Texas Motor Speedway is not the greatest NASCAR track. It really isn't, man. Dirty air has been an issue, but it was not like last week at Martinsville. It clearly wasn't. Like drivers are actually getting loose. They're actually going to be passing. So this race was better than the Martinsville race last week, but oh my goodness, I got so much to talk. Well, I got much to talk about in this race. Like, oh my goodness. Stage one was won by Kyle Larson. He flat out dominated stage number one, and then Chastain won stage two. But we gotta talk about stage two. I know Josh Berry had spun out twice. I think Michael McDowell had spun out twice. Actually Michael McDowell, I know he spun out at one point. Just that outside lane, if you're in those bumps, that's been the talk. If you run the bumps at a specific line, like in the middle lane, you're gonna spin out. For example, like Jimmy Johnson, he didn't have a lot of experience in this Gen 7 car, and he spun out at the start. And then we got Christopher Bell. He hit the wall early. He spun out, hit the wall early, then collected Bowman and John Hunter Nemechek, and then John Hunter Nemechek hit the wall early later in stage number three. Um, Stenhouse, I know, spun out towards the end of stage three. Like this race, just everyone was just. I felt like there was not one single clean car besides Chase Elliott in this race, which we're gonna talk about him towards the end of this video. But oh my goodness, guys, I gotta pull up the NASCAR app here because I do not know. There's so much that happened. I gotta look. And wow, guys, the NASCAR app currently doesn't show right now. Currently, I'll show you guys I think the later, so all you guys, all the incidents. But oh my goodness, guys, um, wow, just Kyle Larson, his tire, right rear tire, I think in stage two, I believe was in stage two, he lost a tire. Well, he went 2 laps down, of course, the penalty. Well, looks like some crew members are going to get suspended over there. So, yeah, Larson had an up and down day. 1 point dominating stage one to now. I don't know where he finished. He probably didn't even finish it. I know he didn't finish at the top 10. He'll probably finish somewhere in the mid 20s or teens, somewhere around there when I'm having to guess. But wow, I know Bubba Wallace and Chase Briscoe. I looked at the results. Bubba Wallace, he managed to come back and finish eighth. At one point, I thought Bubba was gonna have a good finish. He spun out collecting Chase Briscoe, and he came back to finish in the top 10. And Tyler Reddick ended up finishing fourth, which Tyler Reddick in stage three showed his true speed. Like Tyler Reddick showed how fast his car was, and then coming towards that caution after John Nemechek spun out, that's where Chase Elliott began to take the lead, and Elliott was able to hold on there, and yeah, after Stenhouse spun out, Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott were battling out for the lead, um, and then unfortunately Denny Hamlin just spun out, hit those bumps, and ended up crashing into the outside wall in turn four. which, yeah, we just pushed it too hard. That's all I gotta say. Denny Hamlin just pushed it too hard. Like, both drivers in that situation were giving it everything they got. But in the end, one of them was going to succeed and the other one just wasn't going to succeed, and we didn't succeed in that situation. Which, guys, that was not Chase Elliott's fault. That was just hard racing there. So, yeah, we just pushed it too hard. That was not Chase Elliott's fault. We just pushed it too hard. That's plain and simple. We just got loose and just pushed it too hard. Just plain and simple. And it's to the end of the race, so of course you're gonna push it like that. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all about that. Just that's 2 weeks in a row we didn't get the finishes we deserved, but it is what it is. So yeah, but I'm not really, like I said, I'm not mad. It's just 30th place finish. So nothing left to lose. So man, just what happened in this race? Just oh my goodness. So yeah. So and then Harrison Burton, I know, had that spin and that second to last restart, and then the final restart, Chase Elliott was able to get ahead of Ross Chastain, and then William Byron and Ross Chastain got together on the back straightaway that brought out the last caution, and that led to Chase Elliott getting his first win since Talladega 2022 in the playoff race, where I was in person. Chase Elliott hasn't won since the 2022 Talladega playoff race. Like I said, I was there in person. I saw Chase Elliott win in person when that happened, and look, I mean, I don't like Chase Elliott. Like I admit, I don't like Chase Elliott, but he had a really good race today. He had a good race. And as much as I don't like Chase Elliott, and as much as I don't like Chase Elliott, and I think his fan base is extremely, extremely toxic. Not all Chase Elliott fans are like that, by the way. He absolutely earned this win. Like, I can't say nothing bad about Chase Elliott and just talking about this race. Like, he drove really, really well. He raced really, really well, and just his aggressiveness just showed off. Like, that was good, aggressive racing that Chase Elliott showed. So, gotta give props to that. Congratulations. So yeah. Wow. Chase Elliott is back in victory lane, folks. I was really wanting to see Brad Keselowski be back. Like, I was really wanting Brad to get back. I was rooting for Brad Keselowski. My pick, William Byron, my pick to win this race was indeed William Byron. So yeah, he came up. I think he came up with the top five. I'm not sure if he finished second or third. I think my pick to win this race, William Byron, finished second. I think. Let me go check. I think it was Brad who finished second, but I don't know. But just wow, so much happened in this race. Clearly the drivers were having a hard time trying to handle the cars, mostly like throughout all the track in general. But man, I don't think Texas is like that bad of a racetrack. I think the worn out surface is actually making it really improvement. But dirty air, man, I feel like has to get straight up fixed. Like I don't, I think Texas is not really the best track, but I don't think it's the worst track in history. See, I don't think it's the best track in that. I don't think it's like really that good of a racetrack. I didn't expect this race to be good. I'm just gonna go in straight right now. I give this race probably like a 6 out of 10. This race was just good, better than last week for sure. So, but this race was just a complete demo, almost a demo. Like I felt like that this race had more caution laps than green flag laps. Well, there were some more green flag laps than caution laps, but I feel like 65% of the race were just green flag laps. Drivers were having a hard time trying to control their race car. You had to battle the racetrack today, you had to battle your competitors, and just unbelievable ending. Unbelievable. Like, we had Kyle Larson, his tire just went completely gone, like completely like off of his car, and man, if you think, man, and the chaos doesn't just stop. We go to Talladega next week. Woo! I cannot wait for that weekend. This race was just full on, just chaotic and just unbelievable. Just you had to battle the racetrack. This was one of the most chaotic Texas races, like since this was more chaotic than the 2023 playoff race. And this was probably not as chaotic as the 2022 Texas playoff race, but it's right up there. I felt like it was right up there with that 2022 Texas playoff race. Just, oh my gosh. Just, wow. Just, wow, guys. Just, wow, wow, wow. I forgot to talk about Ryan Blaney and Ryan Preece got together in turn one. I forgot to mention that. Yeah. So Ryan Preece got in the back bumper of Chase Elliott. I mean, Ryan Preece got in the back bumper of Ryan Blaney, and that caused Blaney to go up the track, ending the wall, ending Ryan Blaney's day. I know Ryan Blaney was out of the race at the time, so it sucks. But sucks for him. But yeah, I know Carson Hocevar spun out. I think he finished in the top 15 too. So, but wow, guys, this race, dude, just wow, just, uh, just wow. Oh my goodness, that is literally how I can describe this race. Just oh my goodness. Now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the race results. Alright, everybody, here is the race results. Chase Elliott won the race. He breaks a over 40 plus race winless streak for Chase Elliott. Brad Keselowski finishes second, William Byron third, Tyler Reddick fourth, Daniel Suarez will round up the top five, Chase Briscoe sixth. I think he started inside the top 10, I believe. Bubba Wallace ended up finishing seventh. So, wow, like I said, Bubba came back to finishing the top 10. Austin Dillon eighth. Kyle Busch gets a top 10. Really good for Kyle Busch. He needs a top 10 and finishes ninth. Carson Hocevar rounds out the top. He actually got a top 10. Wow. Joey Logano 11th. Ryan Preece 12th. Ty Gibbs 13th. Martin Truex will rally back and finish 14th. At one point, Truex had a loose wheel, and his pit crew just didn't really execute that well today. Chris Buescher 15th, Ty Dillon 16th. Christopher Bell, after spinning out and hitting the back end of his car hard into the wall, finishes in the top 20 yet again. Wow. Noah Gragson 18th, Eric Jones 19th, Daniel Hemrick finishes 20th, Kyle Larson finishes 22nd, Stenhouse 21st, Kaz Gralla 23rd, Zane Smith, who was at one point in the top 5, finishes 24th, Corey LaJoie 25th, Jimmy Johnson will end up finishing 26th, or 25th, 26th, Justin Haley 27th, Denny Hamlin, he did say he ended up finishing 30th, but yeah. And here's the rest of the results. I know Austin Hill, I'm not sure what happened to Austin Hill exactly. Alex Bowman was caught up in that crash involving John Nemechek and Christopher Bell. Blaney was involved in this one as well, and Blaney involved in an incident with Ryan Preece. And yeah, that is the unofficial results for you guys. So yeah, guys, in conclusion, this race was just absolutely just, oh my gosh. I was at saying, like, when was this race gonna end? Like, how long are we gonna keep this up? Like, the way how things were going, it looked like we're gonna go into, like, maybe quadruple overtime. Like, when was this gonna actually end? Just absolutely chaotic. Gonna give this race a 6 out of 10 for this. So yeah, Chase Elliott wins. Like I said, I really don't like Chase Elliott. Like, he's not my favorite. I don't really like the guy. I'm not a big fan of him. But congratulations to Chase Elliott on breaking a 40 plus race winless streak. And yeah, guys, it absolutely ends. Chastain spinning out, crashing out on the back straightaway. That is it for this race review for the Autotrader EchoPark Automotive 400. What do you guys think about this race? Let me know in the comments below. And anyways, this is Preston signing off. Peace out.